What's something you have that you're 99% sure no one else in the comments will have? A guitar pick tossed to me by Johnny Cash during a concert in 1988. Deleted. A basket made by my grandma from an armadillo she killed because it was eating up her garden. The nose and tail touch. Making the handle. I have Chris Benoit's autograph on a receipt from a few months before he murdered his wife and special needs son and then committed suicide. Anyone else have a Hooters Hello Kitty mug? A copy of the original shooting script of The Princess Bride autographed by nearly the entire cast. One of the invitations to Hogwarts used in the filming of the first Harry Potter movie. German Nazi drinking glasses my grandpa took when storming the Eagle's Nest at the end of World War II. A giant 6-foot fiberglass Hello Kitty statue from outside the Sanrio store in Japan. A ping-pong ball designating them the beer pong champion of Chatham Manor, the Chatham Man Horse. A poster with a soaking wet, dripping Ewan McGregor hanging above their bed. First edition of a picture of Dorian Gray. A sugar and creamer set once owned by actor Roddy McDowall. Some weird thing in my blood that makes me test positive for HIV every time I'm pregnant. And no, I definitely don't have HIV. It's happened with all 3 pregnancies. Tracks of Syncosaurus cobae, a pre-dinosaur age lizard-like critter that ran across the tidal mud a really long time ago. 1974 Monte Carlo in medium green with green interior and 16K original miles. Hand-machined Obi-Wan Kenobi Revenge of the Sith lightsaber signed by Ewan McGregor in a homemade wooden box. An original boxed R2-D2 soap figure from 1977. My rib cage is further forward than my chest. The top bones stick out a little and are the furthest part of my chest. Due to a birth defect. This means that my already skinny ass looks even skinnier and without any sign of pectoral muscles. I own the motorcycle helmet worn by Gabrielle Anwar in the TV show Burn Notice. I won it in an auction. An original Corey Hart Boy in the box cassette permanently stuck in the tape deck of my 94 Oldsmobile. A copy of Dino Park Tycoon for the 3DO. It's one of the rarest games in the world. Feathers with wolves painted on them. An iPod Touch with the 2009 Voltron game on it. The game was never updated to work on later iOS releases. But my Touch was hella old and didn't support the new iOS either. Long gone from the App Store. Chances are decent that it could be the only playable copy of this game on existence. An enjoyment of traffic. That's me time. Looking at the clouds over the mountains. Listening to music. A cup of coffee and the satisfaction that I cannot be expected to do anything else. At home and work. There's always something I should be doing. Sitting in traffic. I'm free. I have this wonderful memory and funny story. It's the 1960s. I'm walking towards the bus stop. Just back from the beach with 3 friends when a large dark man swooped me up and onto his shoulders and while kicking my little legs. He said, "I just wanted to tell you. You're going to be Ms. America when you grow up." I told him to leave me alone and put me down just as someone drove up and asked him for his autograph. "Don't you know who I am?" He continued after they left. "My name is Muhammad Ali," 13-year-old me said. "So what my name is, blank. Maybe you know me better as Cassius Clay?" I replied, "Oh, you're the wrestler, right? Girl, you come with me," he said. Then he marched us all up the stairs into the 5th Street gym on Miami Beach. Next he motioned to someone to get into the ring and started sparring a bit with him. So I got a private show of alley boxing. I can still hear him calling out, "You'll never forget me now," before walking us girls to the bus stop. He was right. At least about one part. I never forgot him. I've got this little statue of a man, supposed to be a fertility idol from the Caribbean. IDK and IDC. I got it because it's hilariously disproportionate. The man is about 2 feet tall and 5 inches wide, with an erect penis about 1.5 feet long and about 4 inches wide. He's holding it around the base and making an "oh" face. He has a beard. Sometimes I stage him in odd places. Last night I left him standing in the middle of the bathroom floor that my kids use. The youngest is 17. He screamed when he went to the bathroom this morning. I've also taken it to work and hid it under my boss's desk. Hilarity ensued. A girlfriend. A small piece of coal retrieved from the wreck of the Titanic. I forgot what it's called. But Abraham Lincoln signed the paper promoting someone in my family in the military. It's from the first couple weeks of the Civil War. A Great Dane who showed up lost and abandoned at my doorstep under the most unlikely and coincidental circumstances, which had been outlined exactly as the only circumstances I would be allowed to have a Great Dane. Nearly 2 years earlier, while undergoing chemo-type treatment, I laughed with frustration at the time and said, "That will never happen." She showed up 2 months after I finished treatment.